As we beef producers know all too well, what happens in Washington, D.C. can have a major impact on our businesses, especially with federal regulations that often dictate what you can and can't do. We asked attendees at the recent Cattle Industry Convention and NCBA trade show how federal regulations impact their business on a day-to-day basis.
Government regulations affect our operation by a lot of, if they want to regulate, especially like hauling cattle. My family has an operation that, or my brother actually runs a trucking company and drives a truck, and it's very difficult to transport cattle. And so we're really happy to see some of the things that they're doing with knowing, with the hours, the logs, and some of that's helping. The other environmental things, we're in Oklahoma, drought, water. Those are big issues, and if we don't manage and make sure that somebody else is not regulating the little bit of water we have, we need to utilize it the best we can, and we don't need someone else telling us how to do it.
I think for the most part, we've about got WOTUS to a point that we might be able to live with it. But antibiotic use, the guys that are grazing public lands are having trouble with number reduction and all kinds of regulations that they have to adhere to that don't necessarily have a whole lot to do with the cattle industry, but end up affecting it.
I think as producers, we know more about what we want to. We know better how to take care of our operations and maybe the better way to do it. So the fewer regulations, I think regulations on a state level, if government has to be involved, would be a better way than federal.
There are some good regulations and there are some bad regulations. It seems like as we move forward with just the political scene, it seems like regulations can have kind of a stranglehold on just trying to do good business and produce. I do feel like probably from a government regulation standpoint, with a new administration, there's a new feel of trying to allow farmers and ranchers do good work without being constrained with so much regulation.